this week because the curiosities for this week, I just could not take it inside. Welcome to another very exciting episode of the Weekly Curiosity on Litlist TV. As usual, my name is Benny, your host, and you know it's about to go down. I'm sure you've been seeing all the stories that have been buzzing on the internet this week. It has been left, right, center, craziness. What do you think on our internet this week, though? You're about to find out. Let's go. Starting off strong at number 5 is a story about the event that has been trending all week, the JP 2025. But that's not what we're talking about. It is one of your favorites, one of Nigeria's TikTokers, popularly known as Beauty Goddess, coming out to say she couldn't attend the event because she was busy. She already had a flight booked and there was no way that she could cancel her flight, just attend the wedding. Now, this sparked so many reactions with people being pissed and say, how can she come out to say such a thing? And there has also been allegations that even though Pricilla didn't respond, she unfollowed her. I think the thing that really sparked people off the most was when she said, I couldn't attend the JP whatever. What do you mean whatever? You mean one of the top events that Nigeria has seen in 2025? You're calling it JP whatever? No, that's crazy. BG, I don't know, but that wasn't right. At number 4, still in the spirit of the JP whatever. I'm just joking. Another controversial news also came out from there. If you know Diamond Platinum's after party, he was sharing money to guests and ladies present. Got to one of Nigeria's favorites, Liquorose. He wanted to hand her $100 bill and she dodged it. People have begun to contemplate or speculate about why she did that. It is because he was placing the money on their foreheads and she didn't like that. People said, oh, you know, she has so much teeth. I mean, she's bigger than that. Some people are also speculating that she didn't actually do it on purpose. Like she was kind of distracted when the money came, or she didn't realize that the money was going to her or anything. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments why you think she did that. At number 3, we've got an old favorite of Nigerians. Not so much of a favorite now, because I'm telling you, Nigerians want absolutely nothing to do with this individual. This is about Mr. Yul Edochie. So he has come out to declare his unfailing loyalty to the Jagaban. When I mean the Jagaban, I mean the able president of Nigeria. He has come out to say that he trusts that he's going to do so well for Nigeria and he's just going to take a bit of time, but he knows that if anybody can actually do well for Nigeria, it is the current president. Now, people have been speculating that the only reason why he's doing all these things, they said there are 2 reasons. One is either his current wife has pushed him out to get money for pampers and milk for the babies, or he wants a political seat so that he could pepper his ex-wife. I am not the one that speculated all these things, so before you people go and carry me, is Nigerians people, like allegedly. The second story on our list, this one, I don't know, like, it's just very, not awkward, but it's just somehow. So Zik Saloma came out recently to say that hospitals in Nigeria have a lot of problems because mom who is suffering from an illness was taken to the hospital. They were locked out of the Lagos University Teaching Hospital. People were not feeling sorry for him for some reason, according to the comments, because people kept saying, you had enough money to do your surgery for your nose reduction outside the country, but why don't you take your mom outside the country as well, rather than complaining? Some other sets are actually not in support because they said, where were you when we're doing the 30 days rant challenge? Did you do it? So why is that whenever it's not favorable to you guys who are celebrities is when you come out to complain? Now, I don't know, like, this news has, this particular story has me feeling weird because that is not what we should be talking about, right? Whether he's a celebrity who splurges money anyhow, it's none of anybody's business. Loot is supposed to be a teaching hospital, a government hospital. Whether he spends money on surgeries or not, whether he was participating in the 30 days challenge, every citizen has a right to good health care in their states. At number 1 is our Agba. Whenever I say Agba on this channel, just know it's portable. Who has come out to say that Burna Boy gave him 20 million naira for beating Akpi? That's not who I'm talking about when I mention Akpi, right? He's coming out to say that 20 million naira is not what he needs. That he has been reaching out to Burna Boy for a collaboration, for a feature, something, and Burna Boy is not responding to his messages. Nigerians again, you know I always bring you what Nigerians are speculating. I will search the deepest and bring what Nigerians are speculating. Speculating that the only reason why Burna Boy gave the 20 million naira was to spite Akpi.
if you know, they had a little bit of something here in the past. So it said is the only reason why he gave Portable the money is 20 million naira is because he wants to spite Happy, not because he actually sends Portable, and so he may not actually be interested in the future with him. I don't know, but like Nigerians, people should calm down. Like, you don't know what the future holds, right? What if he's not seeing the messages? What if he's so busy? What if later we see a future between them, right? So it doesn't, we can't say for sure, honestly. And also, before we wrap up this segment, I have one final juicy story, just a bonus, just to throw it in there. Go back to the JP 2025 because a lot of things came out that time. This time around, it is that murdered them all, you know. It's Papaya X. You know, when she came out with that her outfits, if you've seen her outfit in the JP 2025, you know she didn't come to play. This had to be part of our story, even though it didn't make it in the top 5. Has come outside to tell us now, during an interview with Egungun, that dress cost her 4.5 million. That's it in our story segment, and we're moving right into the event segment. Now, I feel like this event segment, I should literally just end it here. JP 2025 is obviously like the top event this week. Like, I can't even joking. And like, it literally took the internet on a chokehold. I mean, if you are not at the JP 2025, then at this point, I feel like you should just go and sleep. Like, the men that mattered, the top 1% of the top 1% were there. Weren't there, then you were snoozing and you were losing at the same time. Another event that caught our eye, even in the midst of the JP, is that 001, which is OBO, which is Davido, has finally released his album. Although, like, a lot of people have so many remarks about the album. I mean, like, Shanks Comics came out to say that he would rate the album like a 6.5 or a 7, right? And like, a lot of other people are saying expecting more from the album. But you know, like, at this point, with the whole 30 BGFC fight, I don't know, like, people's opinions could not really be used to weigh what the album is. So you need to actually listen to it by yourself and then, you know, tell us what you think. Stream the album and let us know. Moving on, at the movies that were released in cinemas this past week, I have been waiting so patiently and finally out. I mean, like, April promised us a lot of films, and like, most of them were towards the end of the month, and finally they have been released. We have Asoebi Diaries. The amount of thrillers, the promos, the interviews. I was patiently waiting for this film, and finally it's out. It was released in cinemas on the 18th of April, so you can still go and catch it now. Like, run. Don't waste time if you have not seen it. Is it makemation? I don't know why they just planned it and released like bangers upon bangers upon bangers. But you remember, like, if you watched my video 2 weeks ago, I told you that there's something special about April, my birth month. It's not just for the mediocre. It's not for the mediocre. We did not come here to play. Right? So tell me in the comment section which ones you have seen, which ones you intend to see. But don't go and finish your money because you are watching film. Was Owambe Thieves? Owambe Thieves is an insane film. Like, if you haven't seen it, it's out on cinemas right now. So we had like Radio Voice, directed by RMD. When I heard he was doing his own production, I'm like, hold up, wait. I need to see it, and let me tell you that you will not be disappointed. If you haven't seen Radio Voice, what are you waiting for? Okay, so these are some of the things that, even in the midst of the whole JP 2025 saga, they were still making waves on their own end on the internet last week, and brought to you by yours truly. Okay, and so that's it on this week's episode of Weekly Curiosity on Litlist TV. Please like, share, subscribe. It will mean so much to me. It will mean so much to me, honestly. It could be your Easter gift to me, because that's another event that we're not going to talk about, because there were just so many celebrations in different parts, different angles during the whole Easter thing. But you know, your Easter gifts for me could be to share this video, to subscribe to our channel, to like it as well, and even drop a comment if you're feeling so generous, if you know what I mean. Okay, also you can follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We're literally everywhere. We're going to haunt your dreams. Haunt. I'm just joking before you come and sue me. We're not going to do that, but please stay tuned. I'll see you next week on another episode of the Weekly Curiosity. Bye.